everybody, Melinda Jacobs. I'm back here with Quantum Therapeutics, and I am doing a 5-part series this week on quantum therapeutics, hypnotherapy, healing, transformation. And I started out at the beginning of the week talking about this new platform that my business is building on. I'm an intuitive coach, a clinical hypnotherapist, and I think everything is built on consciousness. What are your thoughts? What are your beliefs? And how is that projecting into the world? And my current platform is empowering transformation personally and globally. That idea for me is that when we change, everything around us changes. It impacts our family, it impacts our community, and it impacts the world. It's impossible to do something within yourself to make some form of change and have it not impact the world, because we are so intricately tied to each other. So today I wanted to share one of the coolest, greatest success stories that I've ever experienced and had the honor to witness. This was back a number of years, probably 10 years ago, where I had someone come to me that had had a traumatic experience. Without going into much detail, let's just say it involved someone she knew. It involved a date rape drug, and she came home that night, got a little fuzzy-headed, woke up in the next morning alone, and to what looked like a crime scene. So you could imagine that an event like that was very violating, was very scary, and her world began to implode. She found herself scared to go out into the world. This was starting to impact her job and her livelihood, and so things were crashing very fast. She came to me to do cellular release therapy. It is a process that I do with people in a very relaxed state. It is not a memory recall process. It is really designed to help the system release the residual trauma that might be locked down so that someone can move beyond the experience. So we did 1 or 2 sessions. My sessions are about 90 minutes long, and I think it took 1 or 2 to go from start to finish. And it's interesting about that because her conscious mind didn't know the details of what got her from the time she blacked out to the time she woke up. She couldn't remember that event. And that's okay, because your subconscious mind knows everything. I like to give people this visual, like, here's what your subconscious mind knows, and here's what your conscious mind knows. We really only have a small access to the volume of information that we're experiencing at any given time. So in this clearing process, I walk people into a relaxed state. I designate that I'm going to speak to the subconscious mind, the data keeper. And I ask the subconscious about experiences and if the subconscious can release and clear that experience. Again, not as a memory recall, and I'm not erasing memory. I can't do that. But we can help the system reduce the charge. So we did this, we cleared all the experiences of what she did remember, and then I asked the subconscious about anything that occurred while she was unconscious. And so we cleared all of that. Just a couple hours to get that done, start to finish. We cleared all the beliefs that came out of that experience for her, all the blame and punishment of herself and of this other person. And then she disappeared for like 9 months. And then she came back like 9 months later and started talking about something completely unrelated. Nothing about that event. And within about 5 minutes of her talking, I realized she's not coming back to what happened. And I'm just curious. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, I don't mean to interrupt. And are you okay? Like, it was a really, really difficult experience for anybody to experience. And like she was talking about the weather, she's, oh, I forgot to tell you. You know, it was just a short while after we did the work. I was at one of these self-help conferences, and we were broken out into dyads, and it was a big room of people. And so she's doing this very personal process with this person, and she said, it was only after the fact that I realized it was a man, same nationality, same name as my attacker. And I didn't even think about it. And I'm like, oh, so you're okay. You know, things happen to us that really we carry with us. It's as if they get buried alive. We will eat the experience away. We'll figure out a way to soothe ourselves, console ourselves. We'll go into drugs. We'll go into binge watching TV. We have all sorts of forms of distraction that we use to bury these memories and the energy. And what I'm telling you is that it is possible to clear that repressed stuff so that you're not walking around with it and having it impact your decisions, having your life get smaller and smaller and smaller. It's so possible to move beyond old past experiences that may in some way might be still holding you up. It's very powerful, and I'm here to support you. And I have seen miraculous shifts within my own life, freeing myself from those old ideas of child that I grew out of my childhood with. And I've seen hundreds, if not thousands of people reclaim their lives, reclaim their power, and free themselves from that prison of past experiences. Just because it happened a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 50 years ago, chances are, if you haven't really deeply addressed it, it's buried alive. And here's the thing is it's creating an attraction field. It's drawing to you the very thing that will help it crack open so that you can heal it. This is how our systems work, and this is a process that we cannot escape because our bodies are hardwired to always be healing. And so if there's something buried deep down, the body doesn't like holding on to that stuff, and it's going to draw to you the perfect experience, the perfect opportunity for you to look at yourself, address it, and free yourself from it. So if that sounds like I'm talking to you, please reach out. I will put in our chat today a link to set up a 30-minute complimentary consult if you have questions about something that has occurred in your past that you know or may suspect that might still be having an impact on you. Please, let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. Get yourself some support. Get some help so that you truly can live your life to the fullest of what's possible. We do not have to be bogged down by our past. We can absolutely liberate that energy, free the emotions, and live fully empowered into this moment and impact ourselves, our communities, and the world. It's my absolute honor and pleasure to be here with you, to support you, to answer your questions, and I'm so ready to receive and help you. Have a beautiful day. Take care of your hearts. Tomorrow I have a special Facebook Live that I'm going to be broadcasting with a friend of mine, and so I look forward to seeing you soon. Take good care of your hearts. Have a beautiful day. Talk to you tomorrow.